Today's story will teach us something powerful, that courage is the only key that unlocks the door of fear. To solve any problem, you must face it. Are you ready? Then let us begin. Deep inside a forest of green mountains lived a little rabbit. His home was a cozy cave tucked between ancient stones. But what made him truly special was not where he lived. It was his heart, soft, kind, and always open to others. Every creature in the forest loved him, because whenever trouble came, the little rabbit was always the first to help. One morning, the rabbit set out in search of food. He had been eating plain leaves all week, but today his heart whispered for something special, a carrot. Finding a carrot in this jungle was almost impossible, but fate smiled on him that day. There it was, a perfect, fresh, golden carrot, gleaming in the sunlight. His heart was so full of happiness that he forgot to watch his path. His foot slipped. In a split second, he grabbed the root of a tree, but the carrot slipped from his tiny hands. It tumbled, rolled, and disappeared into the roaring river below. Gone. Forever. Tired, exhausted, and with a heart too heavy to carry, the little rabbit dragged himself back toward home. Who is there? Who has entered my cave? I am the one who crushes the bones of rabbits and buries elephants in the earth. The rabbit's heart nearly stopped. I am just a small rabbit, he thought. How can I possibly face a creature this powerful? He rushed to the forest and told every animal what had happened. First came the mighty deer. I am stronger than any fox, he declared. But the moment that terrifying voice rang out again, even the deer trembled and fled. Then came the furious bull, full of rage and power. But rage alone is not courage. At the sound of that dreadful voice, even the bull ran like the wind, and at last, the great elephant arrived, the largest creature in the entire forest. But even he heard that voice and ran for his life. For the first time in his life, the rabbit watched an elephant run in fear. And in that dark, hopeless moment, hope seemed to have left the forest forever. A tiny frog, against a voice that had frightened elephants. It seemed impossible, almost foolish. But sometimes, the smallest heart holds the greatest courage. It was not a monster. It was not a giant beast. It was a tiny caterpillar, smaller than the rabbit's paw. The echo of the cave had turned its tiny voice into the most terrifying sound in the forest. In that one moment, every animal understood something they would never forget. A tiny little problem, fed by fear and silence, had grown into a monster in their minds. And so, dear friend, the forest taught us its greatest lesson that day. Never ignore small problems, for silence lets them grow. No problem is ever solved by running away from it. Without courage, there is no solution. And remember this always. Whenever life puts a challenge in your path, face it, because courage is always greater than fear. The elephant ran, but the little frog stepped forward. Which one will you be? If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs courage today. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and remember, you are never as small as your fear makes you feel. Until next time, be brave.